Chris and Goran for your European football live show here at Big Dogs, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all over the place. Chris, it looks like the Champions League race is heating up in EPL even more than it was. Tottenham having a field day with Arsenal. They 3-0 right now, 90th minute. I was hoping that Arsenal would score a goal, but that stupid red card they got in the first half that just killed them totally.
Yeah, definitely a race that is heating up, and clearly Arsenal the first team to get burned with that happening because you said Gordon it was all Tottenham basically from the get go, and you just had a bunch of I'd say it's a bunch of surprising results across the board today, not just Tottenham Arsenal.
Yeah, you know what? We had Sociedad beating Cadiz 3-0. That's probably one of the rare games that they have scored more than two goals this season. Villarreal destroying Rayo Vallecano on the road. That was not what I expected. 5-1 was the final result. And we see that Real Madrid is having a field day with Levante as well. Levante fighting for their survival in La Liga, and then they go on and lose the first half 4-0 against Real Madrid. And yes, they had a pretty strong lineup on. Real Madrid. Benzema scored a goal. Mendy scored a goal. Rodrigo scored a goal. Vinicius scored a goal. I mean, they are just, I don't know, just running all over Levante in this game.
I think you could make the case for both sides, not both sides, but both sides of the argument that yeah, you want to rest guys to get healthy, but you also want to keep guys in form, and I think that's sort of the message that Real was sending out today. Like, hey, just because we're in the Champions League final doesn't mean we're just gonna pack it in and move on.
Exactly. And Anderlecht has beaten the Royal Antwerp in the Belgian Pro League. It was 2-1. We talked about that game yesterday. Uh, we had the game in Iceland as well, as we mentioned. That was Vikingur against Fram Reykjavik. It's 3-0 now for Vikingur. I believe I said yesterday, take Vikingur in over 2.5. They were the much better team in much better form up until now, and we see that that has kept going in this game. But Norway was quite disappointing today, Chris.
Yeah, I think it was for sure, and I mean, there were just different results I think across the board that we would have expected that, and ones that showed up that didn't, and it's I think you could say that some of the results in the Swiss league were surprising as well.
Yeah, but on the brighter side, Chris, Zurich saved us in the 92nd minute, and because of that goal that they scored, we hit our parlay for the video for plus 112. So I'll take it. We had Zurich team total over 1.5, and we had Anderlecht on the money line on the video parlay. So that was a hit for us. The second one though, we had Basel on the money line and Tottenham BTTS. We just ended 3-0. So that one was a loss, but so close. Basel had an extra player on the pitch for the last 15 minutes. They were able to score one to tie the game in the 84th minute, but they couldn't score another one.
Yeah, it was a result that kind of left me scratching my head after the game, but that Anderlecht and Antwerp game kind of ground my gears a little bit because someone talked me off of both teams to score last night, but I don't know who it
Who
was.
did?
I have no idea. No, not sure.
Well, sorry, they scored in the 84th minute, so
I was like, bite me. Uh,
you lost those games for Finland, anyways.
yeah, but I like poking fun, being like, you cost me something.
Oh man. Stupid Viking in Norway cost me a double. In my previews, I had them on the money line in a double with that Vikinger game over 2.5. They couldn't score a freaking goal. They had a ton of shots on goal. They were dominating the whole match. It ended 0-0. And then in this one, I had a high value double as a preview as well. I had Anderlecht on the money line and Tottenham, Arsenal, both teams to score in over 2.5. We know how that one ended. So overall, I'm down a unit today on my previews, but it was bad luck.
Yeah, the ball just didn't bounce your way today, but that happens. I mean, unfortunately, it's the perils of what we do. Is those bounces happen, and unfortunately, it didn't go our way.
I mean, Rob Holding got two yellow cards in 7 minutes for Arsenal in the first half. What do I do? I mean, he can get a reward for the moron of the month.
uh, yeah, I have no qualms about that. That was definitely a bit of a bonehead thing to do, but I still, it bugs me because I don't remember who it was. I keep wanting to say it was Sully Muntari that came on and got two yellow cards in 90 minutes.
Could be.
I think he did it for Inter Milan.
Yeah, I think you might be right. I mean, there have been quite a few boneheads to do that, but I think he was the most famous one because he
Yeah,
got like two yellow cards in what, 30
he
seconds or something like that?
yeah, because he came on at half and he was sent off by the end of the 46th minute.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was, you know, yeah. Uh, I know you had some personal bets, Chris. What else did you have going on today?
you know what? It was there was a lot of action across the board. It was just there was soccer for me. I had some baseball action as well, and you know, I'll just say I'm looking forward to tonight.
To hockey or baseball?
I'd say to hockey. Obviously, that got the Leaf game at 7:30 or no 7 tonight. It's 7. It's an early start tonight. Um,
Do you think they can close it out finally?
don't ask me that.
I mean, they
I
haven't gotten
was
through the
okay.
first round in what, 20 years?
Now it's okay. Okay, first of all, 18. Thank you. 2004. Okay, don't go rounding up to 20. I know we
My bad.
eliminated the penny, and that's how everybody deals with cash up here. But that doesn't mean you eliminate years. Okay.
My
No, but
bad.
I,
Sorry.
I, I think I'll say this: tonight is the best night for them to close out the series because you don't want to go to Game 7 even at home against Tampa Bay. You don't want to
They're
be in
playing
that
on the
spot.
road tonight, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. So
Oh man.
if they can weather the storm, if they can hold on, I think Toronto the Leafs could have a shot tonight.
I guess we'll see. But
I'm going to be sweating off all my lunch
you
just watching that game
are we expecting goals in that one, Chris?
potentially.
Of course.
Over 4.5.
Over 4.5. Okay.
I know you like those low over parlay builders.
Oh yeah. If you put like eight of them, you can get to plus 150 maybe. Let's move on to tomorrow then, Chris. We don't have any big games, actually, any games for the big leagues. Those are mostly being played on Saturday, and we have a pretty busy show on Saturday, Chris. We are starting at 9 a.m. We got a full slate of Bundesliga games. Some of them fighting for the Champions League, some of them fighting to get out of the relegation. It's gonna be a fun day for us. We got FA Cup finals on Saturday between Chelsea and Liverpool. I believe we got full slate in the French League One as well. Few interesting games, but for tomorrow, Chris, like I said, none of the big ones, but we do have championship playoffs. We have Luton Town and Huddersfield in England. What are your thoughts about that one?
I think I like Luton Town in that one. They've been outstanding at home, especially down the stretch. Um, Unbeaten in their last 5 games at home, 3 wins, and the last 3 league games against Huddersfield they have yet to lose. So I just think that this is a spot where it's going to be a tight game. It wouldn't surprise me if if this first tie finished in 90 minutes, but I think if you're going to go with a side here to win, I'd probably lean towards Luton to get the job done.
Yeah, honestly, I would too. I was just gonna pull up the price of that game.
You're getting, I think it's plus 130 for Luton Town to win.
Yeah, plus 135. I mean, I honestly expect this could be a very hard and tight game, especially in the first half. Uh, I don't see goals in this one, to be honest. I don't think we'll see more than two goals. But I do like halftime draw at minus 108. It's almost even money, but I think if we're gonna see a goal, it's gonna be a late one between 70th and the 90th minute. Honestly, this one.
Yeah, I think with these playoffs, like in League One and like in the championship, you probably will see a very slow, methodical pace in like the first half and even the first 60 minutes, because neither team really wants to be the first one to blink, first one to sort of make that first misstep. And I think it could be Luton Town's game here. Maybe the I know Goran, you're not a fan of the under, but I think the under maybe could be worth looking at here.
Yeah, I had the under in Rayo Vallecano Villarreal today. Look how that one ended. It was like a hockey game.
And I know you don't love unders, but I don't know. I think that it makes sense for this game. Just like I said, I think it is going to take a bit of a slower approach. It's going to take a more calculated approach. I think this is going to be a chess match.
Yeah, and I mean under 2.5 is -195, Chris.
Yeah, so
The books are totally expecting it, so maybe put something on the over at +150.
that's not a bad bet. I think that's well, maybe for value. Again, I'm probably going to stay away from goals. I might stay away from this game entirely, to be honest, and
Yeah,
because I think these are two leg playoffs, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
they are two leg playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, so I might want to see how the first leg kind of shakes out, and then base it off of that.
Now I'm going through the slate for tomorrow, Chris, and it's not like we have much to bet on. We got a couple of games in Finland, but I've been staying away from that league totally so far this season. We got Icelandic second division. I know that most of the books in the states don't even have that in their offer. They don't even have the Icelandic Premier League in the offer, especially the second division. But we do have relegation promotion playoffs in the Eredivisie. Chris, FC Eindhoven versus the Graafschap.
Yeah, I was looking at that game, and I think you know what, I keep getting myself stuck on the draw. It's happened in three of the last six meetings between the two. Um, Eindhoven comes in on the heels of back to back draws. Um, the Graph Shop comes in on the heels of three straight 1-1 draws. So, and I mean the first, I think is this a double leg series as well?
Yeah, it is. The first one was
That's
1-1
why it
draw.
was
Yeah.
1-1, because I'm like, okay, both these teams just played a 1-1 draw, and then I looked and they were playing each other, so that makes sense. But I don't know. I think this is just going to be a tight game, because one goal really could decide this game quite literally. I mean, we've seen the 1-1 draw in the first half. One team wins 1-0. All of a sudden, the fixtures flipped. So I think I like the draw again. I think it's going to be a tight affair, and I think you're really splitting hairs trying to break these two apart.
Yeah, I think there's value in taking another draw here, Chris. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another 1-1 draw, honestly. But I mean, if we just take the draw, I think that's pretty much hit for this game. It's +230 right now on my book, and I think it's definitely worth taking a shot at this one.
Yeah, for sure. So this is strictly about value, I think, in this point.
Yeah. Uh, I was just reading something interesting here. So Aston Villa has permanently bought Felipe Coutinho from Barcelona, Chris, for 20 million euros. They He was on loan there for this season, but it looks like they were quite happy with him, and he wanted to stay there as well, getting more minutes than in Barcelona. So he was bought by Barcelona 3 years ago
Yeah,
for 150 million euros, I want to say. Now they sold him for 20. That's,
that is your investment just bottoming out and just absolutely. I don't know. You're the Barcelona fan. What do you think?
yeah, I mean that previous management with Bartomeu and all of his partners in crime, they were spending money like it's theirs, and they haven't really been paying attention to what the coaches want and what's good for the club or whatever. But I mean, I would say that he was a huge miss. Griezmann was uh, so-so. He hasn't done anything spectacular for the money he was paid for. Dembele was struggling for a few seasons, but it seems like he's going to sign a new contract now, and Xavi really wants him to stay. He's been outstanding since Xavi got to the bench, and I think he might be one of the best players in La Liga next season. If I hope he stays, but yeah, what that previous management was buying and giving them insane wages and stuff, I have no words, honestly.
I could have probably walked in the door and walked into a contract of about 40,000 a week just by showing up. That's how bad it
Yeah.
was. But we'll have to see if Villa can sort of get Coutinho back to that form where he was worth 115 million euros.
Yeah, I also just read, Chris, that Lewandowski has told Bayern that he wants to leave this summer and that he wants to go to Barcelona.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just
So I do like that.
laugh it up, Chuckles. You're gonna no, but you know what? I think the writing's been on the wall with Lewandowski as far as Bayern goes for a while, and maybe not as much, but I still think you saw that the tea leaves were reading that he was going to go to Barcelona as well. I think
Yeah, and
it's just a fit.
you know what? With Lewandowski and Aubameyang up front, Ferran Torres and Dembele, and we'll see what's going to happen with Depay behind him. I think he's going to be scoring 25 plus goals a season for sure, and it's going to be an interesting to see. We'll probably have what two of the best, maybe four strikers in the world in La Liga next season, with the other two being Holland and Kane. Probably in the EPL, it's going to be an interesting competition between those two leagues with Lewandowski and Benzema in La Liga and Holland and Kane in the EPL. We know that Holland has signed with Manchester City.
Yeah, for a second there, I thought you were still just like saying that Barcelona had two of the best top four strikers in the world, and I was going to look at you and say,
Oh,
I was going to say, where in the heck do you get off throwing Aubameyang in
no,
the
no,
top four?
no.
Yeah, he's had a great season for Barcelona, but top four, and
I
then
I think that he made a wrong move in his career when he left Borussia Dortmund for Arsenal. If he chose a better club, he would have been developing in a proper way and not being wasted in the EPL. Honestly,
anybody can don't at me when I say this. Arsenal is like a seagull flying out over the ocean. Seagulls go to the ocean to die. Players go to Arsenal to watch their contracts die. Cause when it went from Arsene Wenger to Unai Emery, it was a disaster with Emery leading the charge, and I mean Mikel Arteta saved himself by the skin of his teeth, but
yeah,
he's still doing an all right job. But again, now it's just going to be a matter of Arsenal sort of digging themselves out now.
yeah. We'll see if they have a game against Everton and they have a game against Newcastle on Monday. So, and Tottenham is playing against Norwich City and Burnley. So I do think Tottenham has a much easier schedule, and I think that this loss for Arsenal against Tottenham, I mean, this is totally Arsenal thing to do, right? You're playing well, you're beating everyone, you're scoring a ton of goals, and then you go on and lose a key game that you have to you have to get a positive result out of the game, and they go on and lose 3-0.
Welcome to the life of a Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
Now, I just wanted to reply to Debbie in the comment here, Chris. Now, Barcelona couldn't keep Messi because of the financial fair play, and there's a difference where players' wages come from and where the clubs can get the money from to buy players, right? Because the money for the wages comes from the club budget, which they have, I think, 40% of the budget they can spend on players' salaries. When if they want to buy a player, they can just go to the bank or to the investor or to whoever and get a loan for him, right?
Yeah.
So if Lewandowski is going to cost $50 million euros, Barcelona is going to get a loan from a bank or an investor or whoever wants to give them the loan, which they're going to repay in probably 25 years or so. They're going to get the loan, and then they're going to pay another 6 or 7 or 8 million from their budget for his salary. So that's how it actually works. I know it doesn't make much sense because it's not a financial fair play since all the bigger clubs have much bigger budget than all the smaller clubs. But hey, it's UEFA. It's a corrupt organization. So
They all are,
yeah,
some way or another.
exactly. There's so much money going around in FIFA and UEFA. It's insane to think about those amounts, especially like seeing what they're being spent on it. Uh, do you like anything else for tomorrow, Chris? It's not like we have much. Oh, actually, we have Benfica playing in Portugal against Pacos de Ferreira.
I wanted to surprise some people because that was going to be the pick I was going to give out for the parlay.
Benfica on the money line.
Yes,
Okay,
I think
which means
so.
I have to scramble for picks now for
No, well,
parlay.
okay, I'll still talk about it. It's just simply put, Benfica has simply owned Pacos de Ferreira. I mean, and you got Benfica, who's just been playing some of the best soccer in the Primeira Liga this season, and yeah, I'm just trying to pull up the table here. You got you got Pacos de Ferreira in 10th place, but they've gone winless in their last four, and they've drawn teams like Tondela, Gil Vicente. They've lost to Valoria and Santa Clara, and that draw to Tondela definitely told me a lot about sort of where this team's sort of trying to finish the year. They're basically just playing out the string at this point. Um, so is Benfica, but again, Benfica I think is just a better team here, and don't want to sort of get tripped up. And with some, with some motivation to really sort of finish the season on a high note, I think they come out with a bit of a fire under their butt here and go and get a win. We've seen in other leagues, just because teams really have nothing technically to play for, doesn't mean they don't want to go out and get the win.
Yeah, exactly. And this is one of the last games of the season. They have what, one or two more after that. So I'm pretty sure they want to get the win at home as much as they can to kind of give their fans something to have. I don't know, to be happy about since they ended in third place. They have to go to the Champions League qualifications. And
I think this game's on the road for Benfica.
oh, is yeah, you're right. What am I talking about? I just read something interesting, Chris. The Europa League finals is being played next week on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. It's June June 18th, so it's pretty early this season. It's usually somewhere at the end of May or start of the June, but I read that uh, the city hall in Frankfurt has canceled 9 weddings because of the finals that's being played the next day. So people are literally postponing their wedding days so they can watch the game in peace the day before.
That's like when people used to write notes to like their employer saying, "I'm not going to be at work tomorrow," and it's like, "Why? Oh, it's game 6." I always used to remember when I was a kid because I used to love wrestling, and I would always go over to my cousin's house for WrestleMania Sunday, and then the Monday I would always miss school because I was like, I need to recover. I was like drunk on chocolate milk.
Too much sugar.
Yeah, no, just too much chocolate milk.
So we did mention Holland getting a transfer to Manchester City, Chris. How do you think he'll do in the EPL next season?
I expect Holland to eventually do well, but I think there's going to be a transition period, and don't be surprised if for the first 5 or 6 games, City fans or a lot of critics are bashing Holland because he only has one goal. I think there's going to be a transition period. I think it's going to be, it's going to take some getting used to for Holland. I think City will thrive, but again, I expect Holland to eventually get going and Holland to really sort of come on strong over the course of the season. I think he'll have at least 20 goals next season, though.
I do agree, honestly, because I think the system that City is playing is going to benefit him a lot because he's not going to have to create chances for himself as he has to do in Borussia Dortmund pretty much. We know that City likes to build up their chances. They do have a lot of passes, and more often than not, their strikers are left wide open to receive the ball and even maybe get get a goal from the cross or something like that. And with a ton of possession that City has in their matches, I think that Holland won't be missing any goals or assists for that matter. I think he's going to be a beast in the City as long as he stays healthy. And I don't know. I think he will have a great season, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now he was paid 75 million euros. How much do you think Borussia Dortmund is actually going to make from that transfer, Chris?
How many? How much was he? How much was he? Was he?
75 million.
Was the fee
Yeah,
30?
40.
Yeah, I see. That's still. I initially sort of went low on that one, but I could see that. That it's
Plus, they paid him what, 30 million or so?
yeah, potentially that sounds about right.
Plus, with the wages that they paid him and stuff like that, they are not making pretty much. They are maybe making 10 million euros out of that, out of the 3 seasons he was there.
Yeah.
So, spending, yeah, we do have 1 day soccer packages. You gotta go to the Pig Dogs preview section. I'm pretty much the only one that does soccer picks at Pig Dogs because Chris is too stubborn to put it in. But yeah, you can go to the Pig Dogs website, pigdogs.com, and then you have a preview section up there. Just scroll down, find my name, and you see all of my past plays, wins, losses, and whatever. And you can jump on the 7 day, 3 day, or a single day pack, which I will have a bit later on. It's gonna come up on the site, so make sure you check that out if you want to jump on that. But since weekend is coming, I think that your best investment is to get on that 3 day pack. A lot of games on Saturday, a lot of games on Sunday, and there will be a lot of winners going around.
Goran's just trying to get onto my bad side by talking smack.
Can I get on your bad side?
Oh, is there a side on anything that's round? I don't know.
Look, circle is a perfect shape in nature, Chris.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, exactly. That's what my fiance would say. I'm like, I'm in shape. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, round's a shape.
Yeah, it's the perfect shape in nature, you know.
Yeah, right.
Uh, we are at the end of our show, Chris. As we said, we don't have a lot going around tomorrow. There's barely any games from the notable leagues, but I already have my pick for the double. Can you repeat your pick?
Can I change it? If
No,
you
why?
no, okay, fine. I'll stick with Benfica. I
To what
found
would you change it?
no, it's okay.
I mean, you can. You can.
No, it's okay. I'll stick with Benfica. I'll save the other play for the video. Um,
Uh,
I'm gonna go with Benfica on the money line. 9 straight wins over Pacos de Ferreira, and I just think Benfica the better team there.
Yeah, and I will actually take that game in the Dutch relegation promotion playoffs. FC Eindhoven versus the Graaf. I will take both teams to score in that one. I think as soon as we see a goal from either side in this game, we're going to see more goals on both sides because the other team will have to attack right away. This is the second leg. The first one ended in a 1-1 draw. I see at least 2 goals in this one on each side. So I'll take FC Eindhoven versus the Graaf, both teams to score.
It's not a bad one.
This double is plus 153 on my book.
It's not bad at all.
Yeah, let's keep this streak alive, Chris. We hit the parlay that we had for the day. There will be one more parlay coming up on YouTube later on today, guys. Unfortunately, we don't have any videos coming on for tomorrow except the parlay videos since there are no games. But we'll have a bunch for Saturday. We have a pretty big slate. We have a lot of work to do on the Saturday live show as well. So stay tuned for those guys. And if you want previews, if you want baseball previews, NHL and NBA, gotta go look at Chris's picks at the Pig Dogs preview section. I don't do that, but if you want soccer picks, you know where to find them.
Or pair us up. There's a 2-for-1 copper deal on there as well. You can
Exactly.
yeah you could do Goran for soccer and me for everything else. So Definitely, it's a great value. You know, you get a bunch of picks instead of having to buy individually. You can get 2 for 1.
Yeah, 2 for 1 capper promotion is an excellent deal, guys. You're getting a lot of picks, especially if you buy a 3-day 2-for-1 promotion. Cappers, you're getting picks from, let's say, Chris and I for the next 3 days. That's a lot of picks, guys. I for sure will have probably 9 or 10 plays just for Saturday and Sunday altogether. So that's a lot of great picks.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it, guys, for today. Thank you for joining us once again. We had a nice chat. We had a bit of fun here, and we will be back tomorrow at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Good luck with your bets tonight, and enjoy the rest of your evening, guys.
Good luck, everyone.